Good morning. Welcome, friends, family, visitors, online watchers to Altona Baptist Church. We are so glad to be here and to worship the Lord together this morning. I have a few announcements for you, so take some time, pay attention, and you can hear what's going on in the church. First, I want to tell you about the candlelight service that will take place this Wednesday, December the 22nd. There will be no youth, no kids, no young adults. We will all meet in the sanctuary for a candlelight service where we will sing, where we will read the Christmas story, where we will praise and celebrate the coming of Christ. Also want to remind you there will be no kids, youth, or young adults next Wednesday, December the 29th, but we'll all meet in the sanctuary and I'll be teaching a lesson about God's providence for the new year. A couple of reminders about classes we have starting in the new year. First, we are still signing up for the Rediscover Church class. Now, this class will take place on Sunday evenings at 5 p.m. It's going to be the first in a series of discipleship classes that will take place during that time, 5 p.m. right before evening worship. And also, I wanted to tell you about the time for the men's Bible study. We will be meeting Tuesdays in the new year at 7 p.m. We'll start the second week of January, and those who have signed up, I'll be reaching out to you and sending you more messages about that. I want to read to you this morning from the Christmas story in Luke chapter 2. It says, starting in verse 8, in the same region, there were some shepherds staying out in the fields and keeping watch over their flock by night. And an angel of the Lord suddenly stood before them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were terribly frightened. But the angel said to them, do not be afraid, for behold, I bring you good news of great joy, which will be for all the people. For today, in the city of David, there has been born for you a Savior, who is Christ the Lord. When these shepherds heard this message from the angels, they were ecstatic and they were excited, and they immediately went into the town to tell everyone about what they had heard and to tell everyone about Jesus. This should be our attitude every day as we wake up. We have that good news of great joy, and we should share it with everyone we come into contact with. Finally, I want to remind you that we are taking up the Lottie Moon Christmas offering. This is an offering that goes entirely to international missions. There are envelopes available at each entrance to the sanctuary, and now we'll watch a short video about where this money goes, and after that, Brother Victor and the worship team will lead us.
When we look at the unreached people groups in our part of the world and in most of the world, their preference to learn is through stories, it's through orality. You come in with God's stories and you're seeing His Spirit changing lives. I've seen it. I've told stories and they listen and they love it and they begin to ask us questions. And God opens the door to where we can continue to tell them more and more stories. And out of that ministry, we began to see we needed more people to do this ministry. And where are we going to get them? We wanted the people that we were training to train other people. And so we began teaching in the pastors' schools, and the student pastors were excited about it. They said it's something that we use, it's applicable, it works. They already speak the language, they wear the same clothes, they eat the same food. All we have to do is help them to understand methods and ways that they can reach their people. The people that we're training now are the product of missionaries who came before me. They accepted Christ under these missionaries. We're training them in schools that IMB money helped to fund, to build. It's an amazing thing. You can pray, keep the mission going. You can give, keeps the mission going. And you can go. Look at me. I used to sell tire supplies. And here I am teaching people how to tell stories. Thanks for praying and giving, and come on over.
Good morning. Welcome to our Sunday morning Christmas service. We'll have lots of things on the programs. I'd like to read a verse before we do our first song. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. And that's who we're going to be singing about this morning. If you all would stand and sing Joy to the World with us. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. Joy to the earth, the Savior reigns. Let men their songs employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills and plains, repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy. No more lonesome and sorrows grow, nor thorns infest the ground. He comes to make his blessings flow, far as the curse is found, far as the curse is found, far as the curse is found. He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations prove the glories of his righteousness, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love, and wonders of his love. Thank you, and you may be seated. We're going to have our young bell choir come up this morning.
Everybody likes to take a holiday. Everybody likes to take a rest. Spending time together with the family, sharing lots of love and happiness. Come on, ring those bells like a Christmas tree. Jesus is the King, born for you and me. Come on, ring those bells, everybody sing. Jesus, we remember it's your birthday. Celebrations come because of something good. Celebrations we love to recall. Mary had a baby boy in Bethlehem, the greatest celebration of them all. Come on, ring those bells like a Christmas tree. Jesus is the King, born for you and me. Come on, ring those bells, everybody sing. Jesus, we remember it's your birthday. Come on, ring those bells like a Christmas tree. Jesus is the King, born for you and me. Come on, ring those bells, everybody sing. Jesus, we remember it's your birthday. Come on, ring those bells like the Christmas tree. Jesus is the King, born for you and me. Come on, ring those bells, everybody sing. Jesus, we remember it's your birthday. Jesus, we remember it's your birthday.
All right, now that's an enthusiastic group of bell ringers, don't you think? All right, let's hear. That ought to put a smile on your face this morning. Miss Charlotte's going to sing a song. Mary, did you know?
Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day walk on water? Mary, did you know that your baby